Yes, this is a real chalkboard. Inviting you to the fabulous, wonderful set of GIS Day events at the city of Midland, Texas. Now, I'm going to be joined by my wonderful, fabulous colleague, Mr. Richard Osuamki. And Richard and I will be talking about, and we're going to be joined by a wonderful set of GIS professionals from all walks of life: transportation, energy, health, education, and beyond. Why are we doing this? Well, geographic information systems is a way of understanding where we've been in our world, our past, understanding the present physical and cultural geography, the present condition of people, the natural hazards, the water, the zoning, the planning, the transportation infrastructure, the needs of the citizens and community members in the area, in any location across the world, from local to global. And that's why GIS exists, is to understand where we've been, understand what the situation is now, the whys of where, and to chart a more resilient, more equitable, more sustainable pathway forward. That's why GIS exists. Now, why are we doing this in conjunction with GIS Day? I just need to mention that I'm wearing my geography tie with streets on it. What's not to love? And there'll be lots of geo love in mid-November at the city of Midland. So Richard and I, and again, a bunch of other good folks, are going to be talking about why GIS exists, why it actually matters to you, ordinary citizen, person working in an assessor's office, person working in a public library, person that's a teacher, person that is thinking about where should I go in my career. So a key element of this set of presentations is, hey, if you're out there and you like to get outside, you like technology, and you want to make a positive difference in the world, geographic information systems is a viable and much needed skill and perspective going forward in your own career. So you think about, if you're going into business or health or planning, or thinking about being a systems integrator or a Python coder, or going out in the field and collecting data on trees or energy infrastructure or utilities, etc. Geographic information systems is very much needed in our world. Again, because we need to plan this more resilient future. So we're going to be talking about how GIS affects our everyday lives and how you can chart your own mapping pathway into geotechnologies. Mapping tools, GNSS or GPS, global positioning systems, remote sensing, looking at the world from space, satellites, aircraft, UAVs, or drones. So it's an exciting technology, especially because we've got web mapping services out there. We've got web mapping visualizations that you probably have used every day in your life, 2D and 3D maps that come from GIS. We have a variety of AI integrated tools that are now making GIS work much more efficient and interesting, I think. So we have a lot of things to chat about that day in mid-November, city of Midland, and I hope to see you there. I hope that you can also tell other people. Maybe you've got a friend or colleague or a child in your family that is wondering, where should I go in my career? Invite them along. Invite them along. Maybe you're just curious about, how can I maybe use these tools in my own job? This is for you as well. And also, to be honest, this is really important to our society. Again, we've got, as you folks well know, we've got some serious issues with water and energy and natural hazards, and the list goes on. Look at all the UN SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. They all are spatial. They all have to do with why things are the way they are, the whys of where. What's where, why is it there, and why should we care? What's where, why is it there, and why should we care? So more than just a wonderful career pathway for you and maybe some colleagues or friends or family members, this is a very important perspective and tool to get into multiple disciplines, literally from architecture and archaeology to zoology and every field in between. Everybody needs to think about the spatial implications of supply chain, human health, energy infrastructure, I don't need to tell you folks in Texas about the following, but remember when there was that big freeze, right? We got all kinds of people, their house is at 45 degrees F. They've got a small child at home. Not a good situation. We've had some significant, sadly, floods in Texas and elsewhere, but just focusing on Texas for the moment. So the list goes on, right? We've got some serious issues out there that we need to grapple with, understand, and chart this better future for all of us. So everybody has some stake in this because they've all been impacted by things in the natural and physical world, but also in the human constructed world as well. So it's an important time to be talking about geospatial technologies. And I hope to see you there, City of Midland, mid-November. Richard and I are also going to conduct a workshop at Midland College, and specifically about career pathways with geotechnologies. So if you know some folks, we've got Chelsea over there at Midland College and others that are helping us coordinate that just for an hour, but we're going to be available to meet with others, students, faculty, administrators, and others on campus as well. So that's another opportunity. That's going to be the day before the City of Midland's big GIS Day. And GIS Day happens every year. It's happened every year since 1999. And it's sort of like Earth Day. It's a way for us to, or National Libraries Day. It's a way for us to focus on a specific thing in society, in this case, geotechnologies, and talk about why it matters. So it's every year in November, again, since 1999. So this will be the 26th or 27th year that we've actually done it. And it needs to be done because people need to know that GIS is important, it's relevant, it's exciting, and it's here to stay. It's not some sort of here today, gone tomorrow type of technology. Unless we magically solve all the problems in our world, from energy to water to human health, that's not going to happen, right? So we need these tools to chart this better future. And I hope to see you there, City of Midland, mid-November. Just do a search on GIS Day, City of Midland, November 2025, and you'll find it. Thanks. See you there. And this stuff matters.